There's no denying it. The Irish let a win for the ages slip through their fingers in the final moments against Ohio State last week. We all thought we would know the identity of this group by now. The reality is the character of Coach Marcus Freeman's team will show itself tonight at Duke. In this week's Freeman's Focus, we measure greatness on how Notre Dame responds after heartbreak.
Great teams find a way to execute when it matters the most. That's what great teams do. And, we didn't.
In any sport, greatness can be determined by tenths of a second, by stats.
If you would have told me going into that game we would have had 0 3 and outs, 0 sacks, 0 turnovers, 0 drops, 0 penalties, run for 176 yards, and not win, I would have said, no way.
Or by mere inches.
We needed to execute at the end of the game, and we didn't. Ohio State did.
On Saturday, the Irish were a down, a timeout, an interception, a second, and yes, an inch away from greatness.
They've taken it personally in terms of as individuals, and you want that. They put everything they had, coaches, players, and we still lost. And the pain of defeat, it's tough. In the midst of that pain, you got to own it. And you got to face it, and you got to attack it, and you got to go back to work, and you got to pick your head up, and you can't feel sorry for yourself.
Coach Freeman's message: redemption can and should be part of greatness.
I have a saying, we say choose hard. You're going to have to choose hard no matter how you feel right now and truly face the mistakes, attack them, and go to work.
Like it or not, the path for these players to get to the playoffs will be hard. Win out, and there's still a chance they'll be left out of the top 4. But Freeman isn't worried about other teams. He's worried about his own.
There was the emotion of we didn't play at our full potential. And that's still what it's about.
To see greatness, Notre Dame will have to take a detour and summon the bumpy road to better, as Coach has called it, starting Saturday at Duke.
We game plan for an opponent, but Notre Dame has to execute at the level that we need Notre Dame to, and that's our focus, and that's my focus, and that's got to be what our team is focused on.
Bouncing back is something Freeman's team in 2022 did very well. After starting the season 0-2, the Irish won 9 of their final 11 games. This year's team has a similar opportunity ahead of them. Can they play their best ball with all the cards on the table? We shall find out. Allison?